Supra has evolved since 1978, becoming a legendary sports car by 2024. This video highlights the key features of each generation. Starting in 1978 as a version of the Toyota Celica, the Supra set itself apart with a longer wheelbase, a powerful inline-six engine, and better suspension. In 1986, the Mark III introduced the turbocharged 7 MGTE engine, rivaling sports cars like the Nissan 300ZX and Mazda RX-7. It showcased the Supra's true performance potential. The 90s brought the Mark IV, powered by the iconic 2JZ GTE engine, which gained fame for its durability and tuning potential. The Mark IV became a cultural icon, featured in The Fast and the Furious. After 2 decades, the Supra returned in 2020 with the Mark V, developed with BMW. It combined German engineering with Japanese passion, appealing to both longtime fans and new enthusiasts. The Supra's evolution is about embracing change while staying true to its roots, mixing nostalgia with modern technology. Share your favorite Supra moment in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more car history content. Crew, imagine a supercar so rare that even most car enthusiasts don't know about it. Stay tuned as we unveil these secret supercars you've probably overlooked. You won't believe that some of these are real. Welcome back to Cartoons. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of secret supercars, hidden gems that true enthusiasts should know about. These cars live in the shadows of Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but are just as exhilarating. Crank up the volume and buckle up as we uncover 6 incredible supercars that deserve a spot on every car lover's radar. By the end, you'll have 6 new dream cars to add to your wish list. First up is the Vector W8. This American-made supercar, designed by Gerald Wiegert, features a twin-turbo 6-liter V8, producing around 625 horsepower. Built with aerospace materials, the Vector W8 could reach a top speed of 220 miles per hour. Only 19 units were produced, but its futuristic design and blistering performance make it unforgettable. Inspired by stealth aircraft, its wedge-shaped design and aviation-style cockpit make every drive an adventure. Next, we have the Ascari KZ1. Named after racing legend Alberto Ascari, this British-built supercar boasts a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 with 500 horsepower. With only 50 units produced, it is exceptionally rare. The Ascari KZ1's lightweight design and incredible handling make it a purist's dream. Its racing pedigree ensures it's equally at home on the track or on winding back roads, rewarding drivers with an exhilarating experience. Our third hidden gem is the Spania GTA Spano. With 900 horsepower and a carbon titanium body, the Spano delivers a thrilling driving experience. Limited to 99 units, it's powered by an 8-liter V10 engine derived from the legendary Viper. The Spano's design uses special polymers for increased strength while reducing weight. Inside, it's all about luxury and technology, featuring a driver-focused cabin and advanced infotainment. Next is the low-tech C1000, commissioned by a UAE billionaire in 1995. With a 5.6-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 1,000 horsepower, this carbon fiber supercar could reach 268 miles per hour. Despite its incredible specs, it remains largely unknown. The C1000's lightweight carbon fiber and Kevlar construction, combined with its power, made it one of the first true hypercars. The Cesena Moroder 516T was born from the dreams of Claudio Zampoli and Giorgio Moroder. Powered by a transverse V16 engine, this car screams 90s ambition. Only 20 units were produced. Designed by Marcello Gandini, it shares dramatic lines with the Lamborghini Countach. The V16 engine, essentially 2 V8s joined together, delivers a symphony of power. Driving it feels like piloting a piece of art. Finally, we have the Isdera Commendatore 112i. Handcrafted in Germany and featuring a 6-liter Mercedes-Benz V12, the Commendatore 112i could reach speeds of 211 miles per hour. Only one prototype was made, making it one of the rarest supercars ever. It featured innovative elements like a periscope rear-view mirror and a retractable rear wing for stability. Its stunning design and attention to detail make it a symbol of passion and engineering excellence. These 6 secret supercars push boundaries in performance, design, and exclusivity. From the Vector W8's aerospace-inspired design to the unique Isdera Commendatore 112i, these hidden gems deserve recognition alongside Ferrari, McLaren, and Bugatti. They embody creativity and ambition, reigniting passion for the automotive world. If you ever get the chance to see or drive one, don't pass it up. Which of these hidden supercars caught your eye? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit Tunes fam. Did you know the Toyota Supra has gone from a simple car back in 1978 to an incredible sports car by 2020? The story is full of surprises, going from a comfortable cruiser to a high-performance icon. This story isn't just about horsepower, it's about how a humble car became a true legend, influencing the car world and inspiring enthusiasts everywhere. Today, we're taking a ride through time to dive into the epic history of one of the most beloved sports cars ever. Buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get started. In today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible history of the Toyota Supra. We'll break down each generation and see how it became the legendary car we know and love today. We're talking about all the coolest features, the tech upgrades, and what makes each generation of the Supra so special. Whether you're a longtime Supra lover or just learning about it, this story has something for everyone. From dominating the streets to being a star in movies, the Supra is more than just a car. It's all about passion, performance, and pure driving joy. So stick around and let's rev things up. The Toyota Supra faced some big challenges over the years, changing consumer tastes, stricter regulations, and evolving market demands. Each generation had to adapt to stay competitive in a crowded sports car market. There were new technologies, tougher safety standards, and even economic downturns that made it hard to sell high-performance cars. Plus, fuel-efficient and electric cars were becoming more popular, making it tough for the Supra to keep its edge. But Toyota never gave up on the Supra. Instead, they focused on what people loved most: awesome driving experiences, great engineering, and a style that turns heads. By constantly upgrading and meeting new challenges, Toyota managed to keep the Supra relevant for decades. Let's see how each generation took on these obstacles and kept the Supra name alive. The Supra's story starts way back in 1978 when it was first released as a version of the Toyota Celica. The first-gen Supra had a longer body and a bigger inline-six engine, which helped it stand out and become its own model. It was designed for comfort and power, making it perfect for the American market. It had a smooth engine and a bigger size, making it awesome for road trips while still having enough power for fun driving. This first generation set the foundation for what the Supra would become: a blend of power, comfort, and versatility. In the 80s, the second generation stepped up the game. It moved more towards being a true sports car with better handling, a sportier look, and more powerful engines. This was when the Supra really started to build its own identity, different from the Celica. The second gen had a sleek design, those iconic pop-up headlights, and improved suspension, making it way more fun to drive and giving it that unmistakable cool factor. Toyota also boosted the power, making it a serious rival to other sports cars at the time. Then, in 1986, the Mark III changed everything. It introduced the turbocharged 7M GTE engine, making the Supra a true player in the sports car market. The turbo gave the Mark III some serious power, and it was the beginning of Toyota's journey into high-performance turbo tech. The Mark III also had advanced features like electronically adjustable suspension, letting drivers tune the car's handling to their liking. Plus, it came with luxury touches like leather seats and a top-notch audio system, making it perfect for both performance and comfort. This mix of power and luxury made the Mark III an all-around awesome ride. But then came the Mark IV in the 90s, the true legend. The Mark IV had the famous 2JZ GTE engine that put out 276 horsepower and was built to handle tons of extra power, making it a favorite for tuners and racers. This engine was rock solid and perfect for anyone looking to push the limits. The Mark IV wasn't just fast, it became a cultural icon thanks to street racing and its role in movies like The Fast and the Furious. It had a super aerodynamic design, with smooth curves that made it look like nothing else on the road. The Mark IV was an instant classic, known for its speed, looks, and ability to handle modifications. The Mark IV made the Supra a household name among car enthusiasts. It wasn't just about going fast in a straight line. This car could handle corners like a champ, making it an all-around sports car. It represented freedom, speed, and the thrill of driving, and became a big part of car culture. Whether you were seeing it in video games, on the big screen, or at car meets, the Supra was everywhere. It inspired people to dream big and never settle for anything less than exciting. Fast forward to 2020, the Supra was back. The fifth generation Supra, also known as the Mark V, was one of the most exciting comebacks in car history. After nearly 20 years, Toyota brought back the Supra, but with a twist. The Mark V was developed with help from BMW, sharing the platform and using a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six engine from BMW. Even though they shared some parts, Toyota put in a lot of effort to tune the suspension, handling, and overall driving experience to make the Mark V feel like a true Supra. Working with BMW was a bold move that got a lot of people talking, but it resulted in a car that was packed with the latest tech while staying true to its roots. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. The partnership with BMW sparked some controversy. Many people worried that this collaboration might take away what made the Supra special. But Toyota and BMW engineers worked hard to make sure the Mark V kept its unique feel. They spent hours tuning the suspension and handling to ensure it had that true Supra experience. The Mark V wasn't just meeting expectations, it was exceeding them. It brought together German engineering precision with Japanese passion for performance, creating an amazing car that won over both old fans and new enthusiasts. The Mark V brought back everything that made the Supra legendary: balance, precision, and pure driving fun. It wasn't just about the power under the hood, it was about creating a car that connected with drivers. It had all the modern tech you could want, like an 8.8-inch touchscreen with Apple adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and a heads-up display, and boy did it deliver. The Mark V proved that the Supra wasn't just coming back, it was back and better than ever. The new Supra brought in a whole new generation of fans while winning back those who loved the originals. Whether it was the quick steering, the turbocharged power that pinned you to your seat, or the aggressive looks that turned heads everywhere, the Mark V made a huge statement. You could find it at car meets, on the track, and even in the latest video games and movies. The Mark V was proof that the Supra legacy wasn't over. It was just getting started again. The Supra was back as a modern icon, showing everyone that its spirit was still alive and roaring. The evolution of the Toyota Supra is all about staying true to its roots while embracing change. From 1978 to 2024, each generation kept the Supra name strong, blending nostalgia with the latest tech. The Supra story is one of resilience, change, and a deep love for driving that connects people across generations. Toyota made sure the Supra wasn't just another car, it was a symbol of what makes driving thrilling. From ruling the streets to starring in movies, the Supra has always been a symbol of car greatness. It has inspired countless drivers and created memories for car lovers around the world. All right, Cartoons crew, now it's your turn. Did you know that the new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack outperforms Ford's latest Mustang Mach-E, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds? This impressive feat shows that Dodge is changing the game in electric muscle cars, and it's time to find out exactly how they're doing it. Dodge's commitment to power, speed, and innovation is setting a new standard in the electric vehicle market, and it's a story you won't want to miss. For decades, Dodge and Ford have gone head-to-head, constantly pushing the boundaries of what muscle cars can do and how far they can take performance. This historic rivalry has thrilled car enthusiasts for generations. Now, with the release of the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona, the competition just got electrified, adding a whole new edge to this epic showdown. Dodge is determined to show that even in the electric era, it knows how to keep the spirit of the muscle car alive, and this latest release is proof of that. Ford has had some major challenges recently trying to keep up with the competition. The rise of electric vehicles has brought new demands from drivers who still want that raw power, but also care about sustainability. Ford's answer to this? The Mustang Mach-E, an electric crossover that made a splash. But let's be honest, it got mixed reviews from hardcore Mustang fans. It's cool and all, but it doesn't quite have that muscle car vibe some of us crave. With consumer tastes shifting, Ford has struggled to find that perfect mix of power, performance, and innovation without losing its muscle car soul. Now let's talk about the Dodge Charger Daytona, a real game changer that's not holding anything back. The Scat Pack variant comes roaring with a massive 670 horsepower, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, and blasting through the quarter mile in an estimated 11.5 seconds. This thing is a beast, and when you put it side by side with Ford's Mustang Mach-E, it's clear that Dodge is still king of raw power. And it's not just the numbers that set it apart. Dodge is in with features that make this car a true muscle car experience. One of the coolest things? The Fratzonic chambered exhaust. Yeah, we're talking about an electric car that roars like a classic muscle car. No silent drives here, just pure muscle nostalgia with no emissions. Plus, the PowerShot function gives you an extra 40 horsepower boost whenever you need that extra punch. something that Ford just can't match. Dodge has made it clear this Charger Daytona isn't just about speed, it's about the heart-pounding, thrilling experience of driving a muscle car. When Dodge dropped the Charger Daytona, the whole car community went wild. Experts, fans, and even skeptics were blown away by how Dodge brought the essence of the classic muscle car into the electric era. This wasn't just about a new car, it was about showing the world that electric vehicles can be just as thrilling and iconic as the classics we all love. The live reveal was something else. Aggressive styling that screamed Dodge heritage, the new Fretsonic exhaust sound that roared like a gas-powered beast. It was all there. Fans couldn't get enough, praising Dodge for keeping the soul of the muscle car alive. The Charger Daytona's reveal made one thing very clear. Dodge isn't just joining the electric car race, they're leading it, especially when it comes to high-performance vehicles that stir up real excitement. The 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona has put Dodge back on top in the race to shape the future of electric muscle cars. With raw horsepower, awesome new features, and the spirit of classic muscle cars still intact, Dodge is setting a new benchmark for what electric performance should be. This car is proof that electric vehicles can still bring the thrill, emotion, and power that make a muscle car special. Alright, Cartoons crew. Performance and luxury for both the track and daily driving? Let's find out what makes this luxury sports sedan so special. Whether you're into powerful engines, cutting-edge tech, or simply love making a statement, the M5 delivers. What's up, Cartoons fam? Today, we're diving into the 2025 BMW M5. Its power, tech features, driving modes, competition, and my final verdict. This luxury sports sedan combines elegance with adrenaline, making it one of the most hyped rides in its segment. But is it really worth the hype? Stick around to find out. The BMW M5 is more than a car. It's about status, engineering, and driving joy. It takes sedans to an almost supercar level. By the end of this review, you'll know if this car is for you. BMW has always been about driving experiences, and the M5 is no exception. Since its debut in the 80s, the M5 has been the benchmark for sports sedans. Each generation added more power and more refinement. The 2025 M5 continues that legacy with even more horsepower, advanced technology, and a refined yet aggressive design. The 2025 BMW M5 features a twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 engine and an electric motor, delivering 717 horsepower and 738 pounds-feet of torque. This setup launches it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 3.4 seconds. Plus, it's loaded with cutting-edge tech. BMW's latest iDrive system, a curved display, and driver assist to keep you safe and cool. The iDrive 8 system is intuitive, with improved voice control, gesture commands, and seamless smartphone integration. The curved display merges the instrument cluster and infotainment screen for a futuristic feel. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a host of other safety features mean you're always covered. Inside, the M5 offers premium leather, heated and ventilated seats, and optional massaging. The adaptive suspension and all-wheel drive provide stability, whether cruising downtown or taking on twisty back roads. The ambient lighting adds a customizable touch to each drive. The M5 also offers multiple driving modes, comfort, sport, and track, that change the vehicle's character. The exhaust note also changes with each mode, adding to the experience. Driving the M5 is like taming a beast that loves to pamper. Sport mode sharpens throttle response, stiffens the suspension, and makes steering precise, while comfort mode makes it a smooth, quiet luxury sedan for laid-back drives. The MX Drive system provides precise handling that makes you feel like a movie star on the road. The M5's dual personality stands out. One moment, you're taking high-speed corners. The next, you're enjoying a peaceful ride home. The transmission shifts quickly and offers a manual mode for added control. It's all about adaptability, and the M5 excels at it. The cons? It's pricey, and fuel efficiency isn't its strong suit. But if you're considering an M5, you're likely prioritizing performance and luxury over MPG. Another drawback is its size. While the M5 handles well, it still carries the bulk of a luxury sedan, which you can feel on winding roads. However, BMW's engineering minimizes this, making it feel lighter than it is. How does it stack up against the Audi RS7 and the Mercedes-AMG E63? The RS7 has refined handling and comfort, while the AMG E63 has sharp cornering and an aggressive setup. The RS7 starts at around $130,000 and focuses on interior tech, while the AMG E63 starts at roughly $120,000 and delivers raw power. The M5, starting at $135,000, balances luxury, performance, and technology. It's sophisticated and electrifying, offering an edge that's hard to beat. Driving the M5 is special. It's smooth when you want it to be and turns savage when pushed. One of my favorite moments was taking it through twisty roads. It hugged every curve like it was glued to the asphalt. In track mode on an empty stretch of road, the M5's responsiveness, exhaust note, and power made for an unforgettable moment. Even in urban settings, it's easy to drive, with good visibility and a quiet cabin. Final thoughts. The 2025 BMW M5 isn't just a car, it's an experience. If you want luxury, raw power, and versatility in one package, this is it. It's expensive, but every dollar goes towards an incredible ride. The M5 masters the driving experience, offering supercar thrills with luxury sedan comfort. If you enjoyed this review, hit that. Even seasoned collectors would cross continents for a glimpse. I'm talking about Japanese muscle cars, machines that blend performance with an aura of mystique. These aren't just vehicles, they're legends. Unlike their American counterparts, Japanese muscle cars offer a unique blend of precision engineering and sleek design, making them highly sought after yet incredibly elusive. Uncovering these automotive treasures is no simple task. Many are hidden away in private collections, stored in garages, or displayed in museums worldwide. The search involves sifting through rumors, connecting with fellow enthusiasts, and following leads that often lead to dead ends. Each discovery, however, brings a sense of accomplishment, revealing stories that have remained hidden for decades. Let's delve into the Nissan Fairlady Z432R. Produced between 1969 and 1973, approximately 420 units of this model were made. This variant was equipped with the S20 engine, the same power plant found in the Skyline GTR of that era. The 432 designation signifies its 4 valves per cylinder, triple carburetors, and dual overhead camshafts. Its distinctive features, including a matte black hood and vibrant orange paint, set it apart, making it a coveted piece among collectors. Next, we have the Toyota 2000 GT, produced from 1967 to 1970, with only 351 units manufactured. Often regarded as Japan's first supercar, the 2000 GT featured a 2.0-liter inline-six engine and a sleek aerodynamic design. Its appearance in the James Bond film You Only Live Twice further cemented its iconic status. Today, the 2000 GT is a symbol of Japanese automotive excellence and is highly prized by collectors. Then there's the Nissan Skyline GT-RC 110, affectionately known as the Kenmari. Produced in 1973, only 197 units were made before production ceased due to the oil crisis. This model featured a 2.0-liter DOHC inline-six engine and distinctive styling that has made it a legend among enthusiasts. Its limited production run and unique design contribute to its rarity and desirability. The Mitsubishi Galant GTO, produced from 1970 to 1975, was Mitsubishi's entry into the muscle car arena. Inspired by American pony cars, the Galant GTO featured a long hood and a fastback design. It was available with various engines, including a 1.6-liter inline-4 and later a 2.0-liter inline-4, offering a blend of style and performance that appealed to enthusiasts of the era. The Mazda Cosmosport 110S, produced between 1967 and 1972, was Mazda's first rotary engine vehicle and the world's first mass-produced car with a twin-rotor engine. With only 1,176 units made, the Cosmosport featured a 982cc rotary engine producing 110 horsepower, allowing it to reach speeds up to 115 miles per hour. Its futuristic design and innovative engineering make it a significant piece of automotive history. These Japanese muscle cars are more than just vehicles. They represent a pivotal era in automotive history when Japanese manufacturers showcased their ability to produce high-performance, stylish cars that could compete on the global stage. Each model tells a story of innovation, ambition, and a drive to push the boundaries of automotive design and engineering. Which of these legendary Japanese muscle cars would you add to your dream garage? 2024 Nissan Z really the sports car that'll make you toss your keys to your old ride without looking back? Or is it just another pretty face in a garage full of contenders? Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dissect this bad boy and find out if it's got the juice or if it's just squeezing limes. We'll sift through the hype, the hard facts, and those whispered doubts to get you the full picture. Let's take this deep dive, hit the gas, and see if it's built to last or just built to show. The 2024 Nissan Z has been hyped like the next Marvel blockbuster, bringing with it the promise of nostalgia wrapped in modern-day speed. With its striking looks and a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 engine that churns out an impressive 400 horsepower and 350 pounds-feet of torque, it's no wonder everyone's whispering. This powertrain is paired with either a 6-speed manual or a 9-speed automatic transmission, catering to purists and convenience seekers alike. It's engineered to deliver the kind of adrenaline-fueled performance that enthusiasts crave, allowing the car to hit 0 to 60 mph in around 4.5 seconds, depending on the configuration. That engine has the kind of power that makes your heart skip a beat and your right foot a little too heavy. But whispers don't sell cars, so what's the real tea on the Z? Can it dominate the streets, or does it just rev high on paper? Let's see if this ride lives up to the expectations and then some. Initial reactions have been varied, reflecting the excitement and scrutiny that come with any major sports car launch. Enthusiasts love the classic design cues that pay homage to the legendary Z models of the past, infused with contemporary updates that set it apart in 2024. The distinctive long hood and sleek fastback profile make it an homage that fits right into the modern lineup. The headlights and taillights give a nod to the past, but come with a polished, futuristic touch that brings it into today's aesthetic. And what about that engine? The 400 horsepower, 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 packs a punch that's hard to ignore. It's engineered to deliver a thrilling 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint in around 4.5 seconds, a performance that's sure to leave you grinning and make your neighbors peer over their hedges. It's an exhilarating drive that fuels a rush long before third gear. However, let's address the elephant in the room: tech and interior features. This is where tech enthusiasts and interior critics start raising eyebrows, and not always with admiration. Here's the scoop. The Nissan Z isn't exactly a tech marvel. Sure, it's got the essentials like an 8-inch touchscreen and a digital instrument cluster, but if you're looking for a spaceship-level interface or luxury that'll make you feel like royalty, you might feel a bit underwhelmed. It's not that it's bad, it's just not living in the same world as some of its rivals. And that's where the whispers start to get louder. The interior is clean, but lacks the ultra-refined touches that car enthusiasts drool over in this price range. You'll find the basics, maybe a few nice surprises, but not the kind of wow factor that makes you feel like you're sitting in a next-gen cockpit. For some, that's a deal breaker. So, what's really holding potential buyers back? You're looking at a price tag that struts into the room like it owns the place, bumping shoulders with the Toyota GR Supra and the Ford Mustang. That's where the plot thickens. Because when you're spending that kind of cash, you want the full package: speed, looks, and the interior that doesn't look like it was borrowed from 2015. The Nissan Z is flexing hard, but is it flexing hard enough to make people say, "Take my money"? Competitors like the Toyota GR Supra bring not just comparable power, but a suite of modern tech features, such as an advanced infotainment system with larger screens, adaptive cruise control, and high-end driver assistance tools, making them feel worth every dollar spent. The Supra's combination of cutting-edge technology and performance positions it as a strong contender, particularly for buyers who value both driving thrills and tech-forward interiors. And with the Mustang offering a wider array of trims and customization, the Z has to do more than just stand out. It needs to knock buyers out of the park. Let's take a moment to address what the Z does exceptionally well. The driving experience is undeniably visceral. Every time you shift gears or push that pedal, you're reminded of why you love sports cars in the first place. There's a simplicity to it, an old-school joy in driving that's becoming rarer these days. But when you're eyeing the competition, you realize that having a blast behind the wheel is only part of the equation now. In a world where even sports cars are doubling as tech playgrounds, the Z's minimalist approach might charm some and leave others wanting more. All right, let's wrap this up. The 2024 Nissan Z is like that friend who's great at parties but sometimes forgets to show up with snacks. It's got the performance, the heritage, and the looks, but current user feedback suggests that those who crave luxury and advanced tech might glance sideways. Reviews have highlighted that while the driving experience is engaging and nostalgic, the interior tech and comfort features don't always measure up to what some competitors offer at similar price points. This sentiment is echoed by a segment of consumers who expect more modern amenities and cutting-edge interfaces in a car of this class. It's not a case of yes or no, it's a depends on what you're into. If you're all about raw driving pleasure, hearing the engine's song and appreciating that blend of old school cool with a modern twist, then the Z might be the one. But if you're after more creature comforts, cutting edge tech, and plush finishes, you might end up on the fence. And let's be honest, in this market, hesitation can mean walking over to the next dealership. So where does that leave us? The future for the Z is on a knife's edge. If Nissan can tighten the screws on those interior and tech elements while keeping that legendary performance at the forefront, they might just win over the skeptics. Until then, it's a car that's likely to split opinions, as recent sales trends and expert analyses indicate mixed reactions within the market. While some praise its nostalgic design and driving dynamics, others point to its tech and interior limitations as reasons for hesitation. These factors contribute to its divisive nature, making it a point of debate among enthusiasts and potential buyers alike. Time will tell if the Z can grab that gotta-have-it title and run. But let's be real, this isn't a Cinderella story. It's more like a gritty comeback, where the hero has to fight for every inch. It's a battle of keeping the nostalgia while keeping up with the times. No small feat in today's performance car landscape. But hey, don't just take my word for it. What do you think? Is the 2024 Nissan Z punching above its weight or knocking it out of the park? Light up the comments below with your takes, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more real talk on the hottest rides around. I'm here for the speed, the style, and the stories. Oh, and if this video made you smile, you know what to do. Tap that like. See you in the next one, speedsters. 752 to 714 units were ever produced, powered by a legendary 426 Hemi V8 engine, putting out 425 horsepower, powerful enough to hold its own against many of today's modern sports cars. This isn't just any car, it's an American legend. We're talking about a ride that redefined the muscle car era, a beast capable of hitting 0 to 60 in just 5.8 seconds. Buckle up, because this ride didn't just change the game, it rewrote the rules. Today, we're diving deep into its incredible story. Muscle cars, man. They're the heartbeat of American culture. Back in the day, it was all about power, freedom, and making some noise. These machines represented rebellion, the open road, and the thrill of pushing limits. And let me tell you, today we're talking about one of the rarest, wildest examples of that golden era. It's got the spirit of American performance written all over it. All right, let's get into it. Say hello to the 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Yeah, you heard that right. The Cuda was a car like no other, and with around 652 to 714 ever built, depending on the source, it was an exclusive ticket to the most unhinged ride of the 70s. Plymouth went all in, designing it to dominate the streets and drag strips, throwing in a beastly 426 Hemi V8 under the hood. These guys knew they weren't just building a car, they were building a legend. Aggressive looks, that shaker hood, and an exhaust that could make your neighbor's windows rattle. The Hemi Cuda was the poster child for American muscle. Now here's where things start to heat up like a set of smoking rear tires. The heart of the Cuda, its Hemi engine, was rated at 425 horsepower. But let's be real, everyone knew it was capable of way more. Dyno tests and accounts from enthusiasts at the time suggested it could produce upwards of 450 to 500 horsepower, making it even more formidable than its official rating. This car wasn't here to play games. In 1970, it took over drag strips across the country with notable wins at events like the NHRA Nationals, establishing itself as one of the meanest, most feared machines out there. Imagine lining up at a stoplight next to one of these. If you had anything less, you might as well just wave the white flag. It had the kind of torque and horsepower combo that left everyone talking, and it redefined what muscle was all about. This car was basically daring everyone else to keep up. Even today, the legend of the Hemi Cuda lives strong. It's revered by car enthusiasts and collectors alike as the ultimate expression of muscle car culture. With only a few surviving, these cars are now auctioning for millions, and it's not just about the rarity, it's about what they represent. Jay Leno, high-profile collectors, you name it, they all want a piece of this history in their garage. It's more than a car. It's a rolling icon of what made America's muscle car era so unforgettable. The 1970 Hemi Cuda? Nah, it's not just another muscle car. It's a symbol of an era when American automotive excellence was all about pushing boundaries and dropping jaws. Its raw power, limited production numbers, and undeniable cultural impact make it a true icon. Whether you're here for the performance, the aggressive styling, or just the sheer audacity, the Hemi Cuda is up there in the Hall of Fame of American car history. All right, Cartoons family, if you're as hyped about muscle cars as we are, drop your favorite muscle car story in the comments. We genuinely love hearing from fellow gearheads. Whether it's a story about your first muscle car, an unforgettable race, or just a car that made you fall in love with horsepower. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and keep the engine roaring with us. Trust us, you won't want to miss out. We've got plenty more tales of power, speed, and history coming your way. From legendary races to underdog stories of muscle cars that defied the odds, we're just getting started. Let's ride and make some noise together. behind the wheel of a 1,200 GP monster. The engine roars, your heart races, and the road ahead, just a blur waiting to be conquered. The sound alone is enough to send chills down your spine, vibrating through your entire body as the F80 readies itself to unleash its raw power. Welcome to the world of the Ferrari F80, where power isn't just a number, it's a lifestyle and an adrenaline rush packed into every mile. Can you handle this beast? Let's find out. The Ferrari F80 isn't just another car, it's the big bad successor to the LaFerrari. And trust me, it's here to make its mark. Louder, faster, and sharper than anything in Ferrari's already legendary lineup. Ferrari's all about turning dreams into driveways, and with the F80, they've cranked the dial up to 11, breaking barriers we didn't even know existed. Buckle up, because I'm about to tell you why this hypercar could be your next obsession, and it's going to be a wild ride. Ferrari has a legacy like no other. We're talking about a company that's been setting the standard for supercars since day one, producing machines that turn grown adults into awestruck kids. The F80, it's the new flag bearer, the one carrying that torch and sprinting faster than anything before it. Picture a fusion of style, engineering wizardry, and that relentless Ferrari spirit. That's the F80, a car that feels powered by the very essence of speed. Let's dive into why this machine turns heads faster than a fireworks show on New Year's. Underneath that sleek aerodynamic body is a 1,200 horsepower engine that takes you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.2 seconds. Yeah, you heard that right. 2.2 seconds. That's faster than the time it takes to read this sentence. Blink, and you've already missed it. Pair that with an advanced all-wheel drive system that sticks you to the road like super glue, and you're looking at a drive that's as thrilling as it is precise. Every time you press the pedal, it's as if you're commanding a storm. Speaking of design, this car doesn't just cut through the air, it slices it like a hot knife through butter, almost daring the wind to slow it down. The carbon fiber chassis keeps it feather light and agile, making tight turns feel like child's play. But don't let that fool you into thinking this is just a one-trick pony. The F80 is packed with tech so advanced, it's practically sci-fi. From active aerodynamics to driver assist features that make you feel like you're piloting a futuristic spacecraft, every curve, vent, and contour is there to ensure you're squeezing out every drop of performance. Even the seats hug you in place, a gentle reminder that this car means business. Real talk, driving this thing is like strapping a rocket to your back. The handling is so precise, it's like the car reads your mind, responding to even the smallest flick of your wrist. The grip is unreal, thanks to that 4WD system that gives you confidence to push limits most cars can only dream of. You could take on a serpentine mountain road, and the F80 would handle it as if it's on rails. But hey, let's keep it real. Not everything's sunshine and checkered flags. Some old-school Ferrari fans might feel like the F80's tech makes it lose that raw mechanical edge, that primal growl of its ancestors. But you know what? Most of us would trade a little nostalgia for the sheer heart-pounding thrill this car delivers any day of the week. So how does the F80 stack up against its legendary predecessor, the LaFerrari, and the big players in the hypercar league like the Bugatti Chiron and McLaren Speedtail? Here's the kicker. The F80's 1,200 GP makes the LaFerrari's 950 GP look almost quaint. The LaFerrari was a masterpiece, no doubt, but the F80 feels like it's come from another era entirely, an era where limits are just suggestions. And while the Chiron and Speedtail are formidable contenders, with their eye-watering specs and insane top speeds, Ferrari's blend of brute force and cutting-edge finesse makes the F80 feel like it's playing its own game. It's not just about raw numbers, it's about how those numbers translate to the road and how they make you feel like you're defying gravity itself. I've had the chance to experience a few Ferraris over the years, and let me tell you, there's nothing quite like it. The F80, it's the kind of car that makes you feel like a king on the road, a spaceship pilot when you hit the throttle. It's everything you love about Ferrari dialed up and then some, with an added layer of technological magic that makes every drive an event, not just a journey. It's the reason you wake up at 4 a.m., just to find an open stretch of road and let it loose. So, what's the final word on the F80? If you're someone who craves that next-level performance and tech, this car will blow your mind. It's a hypercar for the adrenaline junkie who appreciates the blend of history and innovation. Ferrari didn't just build a car, they unleashed a masterpiece, one that demands your respect and rewards your courage. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got more jaw-dropping content lined up and you don't want to miss it. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for what's coming next. And don't forget to drop your thoughts on the F80 in the comments. Are you ready for 1,200 horses? Let's hear it.